Hi, Tom Trento here with a message for all Americans. As you know, I run an organization, theunitedwest.org, that deals with the education and activism of Americans on national security issues. And today I want to address all Americans, whether you're Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, Green Party, whatever. The developments of the last 72 hours regarding the loss of life of our special operators in the Wardak area of Afghanistan. But more importantly, the leaking of that information requires all of you, all Americans, to absolutely demand a United States congressional investigation into two aspects of this sad situation. Number one, what exactly happened? I'm not talking about a NATO investigation. I'm talking about a United States congressional investigation, Americans investigating this sad tragedy. Number one, what happened? But more importantly, and the point of this message right now, who the hell leaked the fact that SEAL Team 6 members were aboard that helicopter? Who in their right mind would make a decision, whether it's military, intelligence, strategic, tactical, and say, it's a good idea we tell our enemy the fact that our top warriors were killed by some guy with an RPG. Who made that decision? Who in the administration, who in the military, who in the White House made the decision to leak the information that SEAL Team 6, Dev Gru, for those of you who are aware of the Naval Special Operations Development Group concept, who made the decision to go on record and say before, and I'm gonna give you a timeline to deal with. We need a U.S. congressional investigation to find out, and I believe that this investigation will go into the hallways of the White House. The White House is responsible for either leaking this information or for not suppressing it once it was leaked. I cannot conceive, and any military strategist or intelligence analyst could not conceive why this information would be beneficial to not only the individuals, but to the United States of America or to the West in a larger sense as we're prosecuting these kinetic theaters. Let me give you a timeline. Start back May 1st when this team, this elite team, SEAL Team 6, killed Osama bin Laden. Why did we have to know it was SEAL Team 6? These operators, as most special operators, do not want anything revealed about them. That was a huge mistake. And back then, Defense Secretary Gates agreed. And supposedly, the White House was not supposed to leak the fact that it was SEAL Team 6. So mistake number one, leaking the fact that SEAL Team 6 killed Osama bin Laden benefited no one other than for some quick advance in the popularity of President Obama. It helped no one from a tactical or strategic military or intelligence perspective to release the fact that SEAL Team 6 killed Osama bin Laden. Mistake number one. Okay, mistake number two, and this is an unforgivable mistake. Less than 72 hours ago, it's now Monday, August 8th, we had a tragic loss of life in the Wardak, northeastern region of Afghanistan, where the Chinook was shot down. 31 American special operators, 7 Afghanis were killed in that horrible tragedy. That occurred East Coast time between midnight and 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning, East Coast time. By the time we woke up on the East Coast, the 8, 9 o'clock news carried the fact that a helicopter had been shot down in Afghanistan carrying special operators. Where did that come from? Number one. By noon on Saturday, August 6th, just 12 hours or so after the tragedy, it was revealed that these were members of SEAL Team 6, and President Obama was giving his condolences to the special operators that were killed in this tragedy. I don't understand, and this is why we're calling for a United States investigation into who leaked the fact that SEAL Team 6 was aboard that helicopter and why the White House did not suppress that information. There is no tangible reason, no efficacious reason why SEAL Team 6 should have been identified. In fact, just the opposite. And you don't have to be a military strategist or an intelligence analyst to understand that you need secretive, covert operations. And when things go bad, the guys that sign up, these are special men. They know it goes bad and they should not be broadcast, their team or them, anywhere. It endangers the existing ones to know that 6 was aboard that helicopter. And I don't come at this just as somebody running around the country trying to awaken Americans to national security issues. I have a little different involvement with this group of men known as SEALs. One of my family members is a legendary SEAL, one of the guys selected back when President Kennedy was putting the teams together, and so I'm aware of the teams from early on. And in the 90s, I had a unique opportunity to travel with former SEAL team members back to Vietnam and follow them in their exploits to retrace some of their wartime battles. But also, it was a mission to find some deceased, missing in action soldiers, where we met with various agency people in Vietnam in the 90s before relations were normalized. It was a very dangerous trip, to say the least, and met with one of the generals, the Vietnamese generals that commanded the Delta that oversaw the fighting against the SEALs. And I have a unique background and spent time at Coronado with these guys. So I understand the SEAL mentality and I understand the special operators mentality. And I guarantee that no special operator, particularly SEALs, particularly Team 6, would want this information that's been leaked now to be leaked out. So Americans, join with me and others and let's demand, contact your congressional representatives, let's demand a U.S. investigation into 2 parts. Number 1, what the heck happened? And number 2, who leaked the fact that this was SEAL Team 6? We need to find that out. We need to find it out for the protection of all the individuals that risk their life by volunteering and those unique elite warriors that take it a step further, like these guys that were on that helicopter. For the sake of them, their families, their memory, and for the sake of the necessity of prosecuting this war with our special operators, we demand, Mr. President, a special congressional investigation into your White House, who leaked it there, and why it wasn't suppressed. Because I think this thing goes up to the White House and it stinks right now and it needs to be resolved. Tom Trento calling for a United States congressional investigation. And please, America, join with me. Contact your congressmen and your senators today. Thank you very much.